Hello, my name is Ishak Ibrahim Ali. My major is civil engineering. I'm here to answering the questions of citizenship education by going to directly to the question one. What is the role of MPR in Indonesian constitution system? And to analyze how MPR contribute to maintaining distribution and national stability. The main role of the MPR is the first one is amending and establishing the constitution. The MPR has the authority to amend and determine the 1945 constitution. This function is very important because the constitution becomes the foundation of the state system and democracy. The second one is inaugurating the president and vice president. The MPR officially inaugurates the elected president and vice president. The third one is impeachment authority. The certain constitution contains under certain constitution conditions, the MPR can dismiss the president or vice president after the legal process involving the Constitutional Court. Contribution to democracy and national stability. The MPR contributes to democracy by ensuring the constitutional change are carried out through deliberation and representation of the people. Since its members come from elected institutions, the MPR reflects public aspirations. The MPR also helps maintain national stability because it prevents unconstitutional change of power, it protects the constitutional system, it ensures that government institutions operate according to the constitution. Therefore, the MPR Act is constitutional guidance that balances political power while maintaining unity and democratic order in Indonesia. The second question is, how should the executive and legislative branches work together according to the concept of trial politica? The answer is, the first one is cooperation and consultation. The executive branch should communicate and coordinate with the legislature before implementing major national programs, especially those involving state budget and public policies. The second one is checks and balances. The legislature should supervise executive actions to ensure that policies follow the law and public interests. The third one is mutual respect of authority. The executive must respect the legislative function, while the legislature should avoid excessive political obstruction. My opinion based on the case is the president's action may weaken democratic principles because it reduces transparency and legislative participation. In a democratic system, large-scale national political should involve discussion with parliament to ensure accountability and public representation. The third question is, why is judicial independence important in the trial political system? The answer is, the first one, ensuring fair trial. Judge must decide cases based on law and evidence, not political interest. The second one is protecting human rights. Independent courts protect citizens from abuse of power by government officials. The third one is maintaining public trust. Society will trust the legal system if courts act fairly and impartially. The fourth one is preventing corruption and dictatorship. Independent judges can punish powerful individuals who violate the law. Possible impacts if the judiciary is not independent is The first one is loss of public trust. Citizens stop believing the system is fair, which can lead to a rise vigilantism, protests, and general civil instability. The second one is systematic corruption. If politicians know they are immune to fair prosecution because they are scar or influence judges, corruption will expand unchecked. The third one is economic decline. Foreign investors and domestic business will not risk their capital in a country where contracts and property rights cannot be protected by neutral, independent courts. The fourth question is how can imbalance among the three branches of government affect political stability and public administration? The answer is the effect of imbalance of power, political instability. The first one is political instability. Excessive legislative power may create continuous dispute with the executive branch, making government operation ineffective. The second one is slow policy implementation. The important national program may be delayed because of political debates and conflicts. Weak governments, the branches compete excessively, public administrations become inefficient and uncoordinated. Risk of abuse of power. Any branch with the excessive authority may misuse its power for political interest. The another one is decline in public trust. Citizens may lose confidence in government institutions if conflict prevent effective leadership. Analysis based on trial politica. A stable democratic system requires balance and cooperation among the three branches. The executive implements policies, the legislature creates and supervises laws, the judiciary interprets law fairly. If one branch becomes dominant, the balance of power is disturbed, which can weaken democracy and reduce government effectively. Therefore, checks and balances are necessary to maintain political stability, accountability, and efficient public administration. Thank you.